Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will talk about resource mailboxes. Resource mailboxes are a type of mailbox which are specifically created for physical location such as meeting rooms, auditoriums or any training rooms where user can book the room or it can be assigned to any equipment which are a physical equipment just like computer, laptop, a projector or a microphone, or it could even be a company vehicle and that can be booked using a booking system which is available on the exchange. So in the resource mailboxes, we have two different type of mailboxes. The first one is room mailboxes. The room mailbox is specifically designed for physical locations and the equipment mailboxes are designed for the physical equipments. So in this video, we will see how to create a resource mailboxes using Exchange Admin Center. This can also be created using Exchange PowerShell, which is as simple as creating a mailbox on Exchange Admin Center. I will leave the commands on the description, so you can always go check it out. So let's focus on how to create this resource mailboxes on Exchange Admin Center. I already have Exchange Admin Center open. So let's go to recipient and go to resources. To create a resource mailbox, you can click on plus and you can select a room mailbox to create a mailbox for physical locations. So let's create a room mailbox for now. I will call this as North East Conference Room and I will also give the same name on the alias, and however alias will not take spaces. Let's click on browse and let's create a dedicated OU for resource mailboxes specifically. To do that, let's go to Active Directory users and computers in our start menu, and in the PS OU, let's create a new OU called resources. So if you have dedicated conference room or training rooms or multiple rooms of same type, you may need to create multiple OUs to manage it easily. As I'm not going to create multiple room mailboxes or equipment mailboxes in my test environment, I'm just creating one OU in the root of my domain, and let's store it within PS and resources directory. I'm going to give the location as BLR, which is for Bangalore, and I'm going to give 5th floor, and this will be the conference room number. So you can use the location to mention all these details. So whenever a user try to book this room, he will see all the details and he will have the information handy on what room he has booked or what room he is booking for any conference meeting. If you have any phone number for this room, you can provide that. And for the capacity, I'm going to give 15. It means this room can occupy 15 members. If I click on more, I can store this on dedicated database. So I will store it on DB01 itself. Let's click on save. As you can see, we have successfully created a room mailbox now. Let's also create equipment mailbox for our Sony projector, which we have on the conference room. So let's create equipment mailbox using this. So let's name this as Sony projector and also give the projector details, which will be the version. For the alias, I'm going to give Sony projector and I'm going to store it on the resources OU and I'm going to store it on DB01. So let's click save. So once we have the resource mailboxes created, you can also see the mailbox type here and the email address. So let's go to our Active Directory users and computer and refresh this OU. As you can see, we have two user accounts created for this particular resource mailboxes and both are set to disabled. So if we go back to our ACP and open the room mailbox, You can see we have more control over this room mailboxes, and there are multiple options to set on the room mailboxes as well as on the equipment mailboxes. Let's talk about these settings in the upcoming video series on how to manage exchange recipients. In that, we will go through each settings of user mailboxes, groups, distribution groups, dynamic groups, resource mailboxes, and shared mailboxes as well. So let's go to over and go to calendar, create an event. Let's say I want to book a room for my upcoming meeting, which is annual report meeting. And for the location, I'm going to add a room, which will be our Northeast conference room, which I just created. And I will also schedule this meeting for tomorrow at, let's say, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So this will be a 1 hour meeting. And I want Oscar and I want Alexander Reed to join this meeting with me. And I will set this to one-time meeting and not a recurring meeting. And it will remind us 15 minutes prior. And when we are on the meeting, my Teams status will show as busy. So if I want to add any note, we can add it here. So we can just send it to the people so they will have this in their calendar as well. So this is how you can make use of the resource mailboxes, and this is how you can make calendar bookings using resource mailboxes. And once the meeting has been accepted, you will have an email saying that this was accepted on the room. So we can customize this message. We can also control how this meeting request is being accepted and when this meeting room can be booked. All these settings we can check in the future videos. There is a lot of exciting content coming up on my channel. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you on the next one.